Welcome back, my golden friends. I'm Dr. Evelyn. If this is our first time meeting, I want you to know that I'm not just a medical expert in the US, I am a 50-year-old woman walking this journey right alongside you. I have dedicated over 2 decades to working with men and women over 50, people just like you and me, who are not looking for a return to 20, but who are seeking freedom, grace, and dignity in their golden years. Have you ever felt this way? You look in the mirror and your skin is dry, your hair is thinning, your nails are brittle, despite using the most expensive creams, the most heavily advertised shampoos? Do you think, is this it? Is aging an unstoppable flood? I want you to dismiss that feeling of helplessness immediately. The truth that the beauty industry rarely tells you is this: true radiance, strength, and beauty do not come from the outside. They are lost from within. It is not your fault. It is a silent deficiency, a nutritional erosion that our bodies face after 50. The hormonal decline weakens the body's protective barrier, and gradually, our cells lose the ability to absorb and utilize what they need most. Today, I will share the secret I've gathered from thousands of patient files. It's not just about supplementing, it's about creating a fertile garden within you. We're going to talk about 4 golden bricks, 4 vitamins capable of awakening youth at the cellular level, and 6 supporting habits, the groundwork, without which even the best golden bricks will crumble. Let's begin this journey together, not to fight against time, but to harmonize with it. Have you ever thought about the difference between aging and wilting? Aging is inevitable, but wilting, that feeling when your body lacks elasticity, your skin lacks vitality, your hair lacks density, or that tiredness for no clear reason, that is a choice. Or rather, it is the result of us unknowingly ignoring the distress signals from our cells. In my practice, I've seen many women at 65, even 70, with more radiant energy and confidence than those at 45. Their secret is not in genetics, but in having learned how to maintain their bodies from the inside out. The foundation of this maintenance is understanding the 4 vitamins I call the 4 pillars of beauty and strength. They are the silent gatekeepers, responsible for everything from the elasticity of your arteries and skin to your immune capacity. Let's start with these 4 pillars right now. Let's get straight to the point. If radiance is lost from within, the solution must come from rebuilding the foundation. I call them the 4 nutritional pillars, 4 vitamins that are not merely supplements, but the biological gatekeepers of youth. I always like to start with a gatekeeper that is often overlooked, vitamin K2. I start with K2 because it addresses one of the most fundamental problems of aging that we see and feel: hardening. After 50, our bodies tend to deposit calcium where it shouldn't be, in soft tissues, arteries, and even our skin layers. This makes your skin hard, less pliable, and sometimes you feel like your skin is stuck in wrinkles. You see, K2 is the key. It is a genius traffic coordinator. K2 activates a protein to block calcium from depositing in arteries, so we stay flexible, and directs calcium into the bones, so we stay sturdy. If you are supplementing with calcium and vitamin D3, which is good, but skipping K2, you might inadvertently be hardening your arteries and soft tissues faster. K2 is the missing link to ensure calcium is used properly. Think of a patient of mine, Clara, 68. Tell Clara's story. That is K2 quietly working, not just for heart health, but for skin softness and elasticity. Once we've addressed structure and elasticity, K2, we must focus on protection. Have you ever asked, why do I use sunscreen but my skin still looks dull and develops age spots? The answer is oxidative stress happening inside the cells. This is when we need an internal shield, and that is astaxanthin. Astaxanthin, a red pigment from nature, is an antioxidant warrior 500 times more potent than vitamin E. The miracle is that it can embed itself across both cell membrane layers. It blocks free radicals right where they cause damage. It functions as an internal sunscreen. It doesn't block UV, but it neutralizes their devastating effects on collagen and elastin from the inside. If the two previous gatekeepers handle elasticity and protection, the third, Biotin, vitamin B7, handles size and structural strength. Many women over 50 complain. Heavy hair shedding, nails cracking as soon as they grow out, or skin that never feels smooth. This is a biological signal of biotin deficiency. Biotin is the key building block for keratin, the structural protein making up hair, nails, and the outer layer of the skin. My advice: be patient. Hair and nails grow slowly. If you are consistent with the right dosage, you will start to see small changes: a harder nail edge, little baby hairs at the temples after 2 to 3 months. And finally, I add a vitamin I call the commander-in-chief of immunity and regeneration, vitamin D3. D3 is a precursor hormone, a commander-in-chief involved in thousands of cellular reactions, including the ability to slow cellular aging. More importantly, D3 optimizes your immune system. A healthy immune system is the foundation for skin and hair recovery without inflammation or internal stress interruptions. When you supplement with D3 and K2 to guide the calcium, you are not just rebuilding your skeleton, you are upgrading your body's entire defense system. It is the best insurance against silent cellular decay. The 4 pillars are ready, but now we must talk about the perfect restoration environment. You see, the 4 best vitamins will be wasted if the soil isn't fertile. We need 6 golden habits to activate these pillars. Let's start with the biggest enemy: stress management. Have you ever felt that just stress alone makes your skin break out or look dull? That is cortisol, the fight-or-flight hormone, and it is collagen's #1 enemy. When cortisol rises, it signals the body to stop luxury jobs like repairing skin and hair and focus on survival. No need for an hour of meditation, just 10 minutes of focused, deep breathing, prayer, or mindfulness daily. Turn stress management into a kind of preventive medicine rather than an indulgence. Do it before you open your phone in the morning. Next, let's mention gentle morning sunlight. Many people fear the sun because of wrinkles, but I tell you, early morning sunlight is your ally. Just 10 minutes of gentle sun exposure before 8 a.m. This doesn't just stimulate D3 production if you skip the sunscreen, but more importantly, it signals the brain to regulate your circadian rhythm. A healthy circadian rhythm is key to better sleep, and good sleep is when your skin repairs itself and produces collagen. All 4 vitamins you just took need water to be transported to the cells and for waste products to be removed. That is why adequate hydration is a prerequisite. My warning: drinking water is essential, about 6 to 8 glasses daily, but do not drink too much right before or during meals. This can dilute stomach acid, hindering protein digestion and the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, K2, Astaxanthin, D3. Drink a large glass upon waking and spread it throughout the day. This leads to the next crucial habit: sufficient and quality sleep. I want you to imagine this. When you are in deep sleep, your body turns into a non-stop repair factory. It produces collagen, it balances cortisol, it fixes microdamage. If you cut your sleep short, under 7 hours, you are shutting down this factory during its most crucial shift. No vitamin can compensate for a lack of sleep. And naturally, whole foods nutrition. Supplements are reinforcements, not replacements. Our 4 vitamins need to be surrounded by cofactors, the minerals, fiber, and other antioxidants found in whole foods. A colorful meal, greens, reds, purples, oranges, provides the synergy that makes K2, Astaxanthin, and Biotin many times more effective. Finally, and this is the habit many older women skip for fear of being too much: resistance training. Working out with resistance, light weights, resistance bands, or even just squats, is the most natural way for your body to produce human growth hormone, HGH. HGH is not just critical for muscle fighting sarcopenia. It is the primary hormone that promotes collagen synthesis and skin cell regeneration. It perfectly complements biotin by providing the raw building material. Start with 2 sessions a week, 20 to 30 minutes each. No gym needed, you can find Resisti. My dear friends, we have covered the 4 golden bricks and the 6 foundations. You might feel a little overwhelmed, but my philosophy is always, you don't need perfection, you need consistency. Don't view these as burdens. See them as acts of self-respect. This is not about running away from old age, but about championing the body that has carried you through this life. Start very slowly. This week, just commit to one thing, maybe 10 minutes of deep breathing or adding vitamin K2 to your dinner. Observe the small shift. Notice your skin feeling softer, your sleep a little deeper. Over time, these small changes will become undeniable. The true transformation is not that your face is smoother. It is when quiet confidence returns, when you feel at peace with your own reflection again. Thank you for trusting me and for being here on the @Golden Wellness for Seniors 79 channel. If this video brought you clarity or hope, I invite you to like this video to spread this message to other golden friends. Share it with someone you love, and most importantly, subscribe to our Senior Health Guard channel so we can continue building a warm, informed, and empowered community for men and women over 50. I'll see you in the next video, where we will explore the signs that your body is struggling with silent inflammation and how to soothe it from the inside out. You definitely won't want to miss that. Goodbye, and live fully every day.